Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I invite the Honourable Minister for his address, as you all know, the Honourable Minister has taken some very positive and very progressive initiatives. I think only yesterday we had a pact which has been signed between Star Alliance and Air India, and then he's also requested the state governments to reduce the tax on the ATFs. Now that's going to be reducing a lot of cost of transporting material, and it is definitely going to be giving a lot of boost to the sector and the growth of the sector. So we thank the Honourable Minister, and we now look forward to further his initiatives and his words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in inviting the Honourable Minister.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little high-tech here with a computer. So, all of you must be used to this. I'm not. I also thank you for your warm welcome. Though you decided that there should be another type of chair there, makes me rather self-conscious. So, I excused myself from sitting there. We are used to something called Samana Asanalu, where all of us sit on similar chairs and not Simhasanalu. Though Air India does have a Maharaja as its logo, but thrones are out, the days of Maharajas are out, and the Maharaja has been reduced to a common man. So we are in that scenario that we are trying to interact. I am indeed happy that you are having a conference on the supply chain and management. Of course, the aviation sector does have a role. So I wrote out a few things which I thought I'd read out to you. I am indeed happy to be present here on the occasion of the conclave organized by the Times of India on the issues relating to the logistics and transportation sector in the country. As you are aware, civil aviation sector in the country represents one of the most important segments in the transportation sector of the country, having a significant impact on the promotion of the economic development and tourism sector. During the financial year 2013-14, the country has witnessed domestic travel of about 60 million passengers and international travel of nearly 43 million passengers, representing a growth of 5.2% and 7.8% over the respective figures of the previous year. The cargo carriage during the year 13-14 is 0.49 MMT domestic and 1.22 MMT international, representing a growth of 8.8% and 7.8% respectively over the previous years. India currently ranks 9th in the world aviation market. Though there is a significant growth for passengers as well as cargo traffic in and from India, yet we have a long way to go, particularly in the cargo sector. India ranks number 20 in the world in terms of freight carried per kilometer. We are still significantly behind the world leader in cargo, that is the United States of America, which carries 23 times more freight per ton kilometer as compared to India. Indian cargo aviation has a high degree of potential, particularly in agro-based industry, floriculture, fisheries, and allied sectors. The government is concerned with issues of enhanced air cargo connectivity, both within the country as well as outside the country. In this direction, steps are being taken to create a state-of-the-art air cargo facility in 19 major airports in the country. We need to develop a state-of-the-art cargo facility which include not only the development of storage, but also the development of ground handling, clearances, and other related areas which are closely connected with cargo movement. In order to eliminate the undue strain on the existing terminal facilities, air freight stations are being constructed near the airports, which will help in decongesting the airports by shifting the cargo and customs related activities outside the airport area. Apart from improvement in cargo aviation, we are making efforts to bring about improvement in various other areas in the aviation sector. Particularly, efforts are being made to bring about improvement in the maintenance, repair, and overall business, which will go a long way in not only saving and bringing valuable foreign exchange in India, but also in creating employment within the country. Steps are also being taken to improve the remote area connectivity and connectivity to places of tourism interest. Further, efforts are being made towards constructing low-cost, no-frill airports in different places in the country, which will bring improved connectivity, enhance tourism, bring the fruits of economic development to the rural areas, bringing about economic development and several other desirable features. Steps are also being taken to improve transparency and promote accountability, particularly in the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, by bringing about a process of online applications for licenses, providing timelines for issuances of licenses, etc. Steps are being taken to ensure that the downgrade by the Federal Aviation Administration of the United States of America to Category 2 status is removed and Category 1 status is restored at the earliest. The Civil Aviation Authority of India Bill 2014, corporatization of navigation services, etc., are steps in this direction. I would assure you that every effort would be made to bring about qualitative improvement in the civil aviation sector in the country, which would in turn bring about improvement in passenger facilities, improvement in cargo transportation, and robust aviation industry in our country. Thank you.
Thank you to the Honorable Minister about informing us about the various initiatives which his ministry is going to be taking in giving a boost to the sector. He spoke about improving the air cargo facilities and making it more of the state of the art, removing the decongestion, which is the congestion which is there, so working towards that. Even the maintenance and repair, that's where the ministry is going to be giving more concentrating on so that maintenance and repair is there. He also spoke about connecting the urban India to the rural India, improving the connectivity, and this is going to be definitely bridging a lot of gap which we still have between, as we say, between India and Bharat. So bringing the people more closer together, where the air transport is going to be playing an important role, air transport playing an important role towards the economic growth, and also the transparency and accountability. Now things are going to be more happening online, and there's going to be more clarity on the processes and systems and more accountability coming in. He also spoke about the corporatization of ANS and creating a conducive environment for the investors. So all these initiatives, we are sure, sir, it's going to be giving the required boost to the industry, and it's going to be also, as we just talk about the aviation sector per se, which is a little slow down, it's going to be probably now scaling heights. So thank you, sir, for your in fact, sharing with us all these initiatives which your ministry is taking. And ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, we would also like to felicitate three important personalities who have contributed immensely to the growth of the SCM sector. And I would like to request the Honorable Minister to kindly do the honor of felicitating them. May I request you, sir, to kindly grace the dais once again. Now, the three gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, who are going to be honored by the Honorable Minister are the people who have taken very concrete steps. They have extensive experience and expertise, and they are working towards strengthening the sector. We express our thanks by felicitating them. I would like to also invite Mr. Rakesh Shalia, the Managing Director, Marketing and Communications, FedEx Express. We recognize the efforts of Mr. A.K. Purvaha, Chairman and Managing Director, Engineers India Limited. May I request the Honorable Minister to kindly present the plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. A.K. Purvaha, Chairman and Managing Director, Engineers India Limited. And Mr. Shalia presenting the flowers, expressing the good wishes. Now we would like to honor Mr. Prabir Roy Chaudhary, Executive Director, Shipping and Transport, SAIL. And now honoring Mr. A.K. Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director, Container Corporation of India. So many congratulations and thanking the three personalities. And ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned to you earlier, the Honorable Minister has a very pressing engagement, and he's going to be now leaving, but we express our heartfelt thanks to you, sir, for joining us. And may I also request now Mr. Rishi Kapoor to kindly join in presenting the memento, a small token of thanks and regards to the Honorable Minister. And we also further felicitate him. Would like to request Mr. Rakesh Shalia to present this bouquet. So if you may also accept this plaque, a token of thanks and regards to you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Once again, thanking the Honorable Minister. Thank you, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister is going to be leaving, but we continue with the inaugural session. Once again, expressing a heartfelt thanks to him.